Hey. Yeah.
All right. It is Monday's edition of Daily Bread coming at you live right at 2:10 on the East Coast. Yes, so we got to timestamp our episodes now to let you all know what time we're coming live. Thank you for all of us who joined us in the College Hoop Spaces just about an hour and a half back. We appreciate all of you guys tapping in with us there. But as usual, the show is powered and sponsored by the Wise Guys Diamond Club. Make sure to be checking out the handle scrolling at the bottom for the new week, new money there. We got college hoops. We got NBA coming at you today. Best plays of the day coming off a great Sunday episode. So you all know you got that bookies Venmo payment other than a request coming in if you tapped in for our show yesterday. 9 plays. We went 7-2, a little bit over 6.5 units and change right there. 2 losses. One was by the hook on a plus 180. The other was our man Phil just didn't want to show up and got rolled by
Our
Illinois.
man? Hold on. Our man's?
Yes.
Hold on. That's your man's. That's your man's. Let's make that's your man's.
See how it always happens? 2 of the losses, those are the ones that get dragged in the mud the most, not the 7 wins that we had yesterday. But we appreciate all of you tapping in with us. We're currently live on Twitter at Daily Bread Media. Make sure to give us a like and retweet there and a follow because we got announcements to give because we're giving away free money again. You know, me and Sosa love to hook you up with the winners and the free money. Also, we are live.
I just want to say something real quick. Okay, listen. I was a hater on people that were doing giveaways because I thought that people who weren't talented in this handicapping stuff were doing giveaways to simply lure people into buying their paid services. This shit is free. We're gonna give you money to tune into a show that's free. That's the difference. We're not presenting FOMO to people so that they buy our monthly service. Like that's on y'all if y'all want to do that. But we're just doing this because it's fun. Like we just happen to be good at it, and we have some time on our hands that we like to share our thoughts and help people win money. That's really it. Also, this isn't the shirt I wanted to wear today. The shirt I wanted to wear was a Martin Luther King shirt that was celebrating the very end of Black History Month. We made it through a 30-day, a nice little 28-day span here. Really, really sucks that Kelly Olynyk had to win the game at the buzzer the way he did last night. That was a terrible way to end Black History Month, but March is coming. So that's where we're at for the
So yeah, we're live on YouTube as well at Daily Bread Media. Make sure to be happening there. They cancel Manny 6. You can do that. He's our guy. It's pretty funny. So Jammer and Goose are on that train right now. Make sure to give our episode a like and a sub. And basically, you have to be following us on at Paid for Play on Twitter because we're going to be coming at you live tonight. Me, Spindock, and Steven. We're going to be previewing the Atlantic Sun tournament and the Sun Belt tournament. Since the brackets are out, they're released. FanDuel has odds. We'll hype it up after here, but that's one part of our money giveaway is we're going to be covering the other Power 8 conferences plus the Ohio Valley. But starting next Tuesday, the A10's the one where it starts. Spindoc's putting together a Google form sheet where you have to pick the 8 winners to those conferences. Whoever gets the most right, $100. No like, no retweet. All you have to do is fucking put your Twitter handle in the Google form so he can ask you what is your Cash App afterwards. But yes, $100 for free for there. So that's paid for play. That's our college hoop show. And then you already know, since brackets are here, I'm hungry. Daily Bread's doing a bracket contest. You already knew that for free. Once again, Sosa, we haven't aligned on the dollar amount yet, but it's definitely going to be over $100. One entry. That's all you get. Tell your friend. Do whatever the hell you want to do. But we'll have a March Madness bracket giveaway. It'll be over $100 to the winner as well.
Love to hear it, man. This is just what we continue to do as long as we do the show. get people involved, get people to rock with what we're doing. I think we've done a pretty damn good job of that, and we're just going to continue to do that. It's for the people, by the people at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's kind of where with these conference tournaments, some of your book will have the outright winners up available. So that's why me and Spin and Steven, we're going to be bringing in guests for the conferences as well, where we'll be able to help you give out those conference tournament preseason winners. So we'll do an episode basically every day live. So you just have to deal with my face. That's basically it. But Sosa, we hit our mark. We got our people rocking in with us. If you just tapped in, all you missed was how we're going to give away free money. But if you follow us on Twitter, it'll be right there for you on the top of your timeline. We appreciate all of you guys who rock with us. So let's get into the college basketball plays. We got 2 plays only so far today. Small slate, 20 games total. We have the first conference tournament starting with the NEC tournament. So if you're watching Central Connecticut and Fairleigh Dickinson tonight at 7 o'clock, great for you. I didn't personally cap it all that much in depth. I just like it to go over because this is the time, especially in conference tournaments, where you'll see teams foul into oblivion. They'll start fouling down 8 with maybe a minute 30 left. Some coaches take that. So unders, it's a little bit scary and treacherous waters there. But Jer is already hitting on the first game that I got my money on. Sosa, it's another -2, -110. We pushed on 3 of them last week on Daily Bread, but we ain't scared. We're rocking Fordham -2, -110. This is if you're fade Massachusetts play. Fordham shows up to the crib unless they're playing Richmond and St. Louis. That's just because when they get a team that's comparable on their skill set, and now even projections say Fordham is higher up, analytics say, than UMass is, and that's just because UMass is on a tailspin right now. I don't know if Matt McCall will be their head coach next season. Fordham, they control their offense is ugly, but UMass's defense is just that much worse. So that's where I don't have a concern of UMass scoring because their team total is listed all the way at 69. So they're expecting Fordham to put it up. It's just UMass, they rely on that 3 so much with that quick pace. Fordham is one of the top 50 in 3-point defense. You're giving me a -2 at -110. Go for it. You can risk 1 unit on the -130 money line instead of doing 2-win on the -2 if you don't want to have the potential push like I did 3 times last week. Yeah, tie, I'm still thinking about that. But it is what it is. The Rams -2, -110.
Love it. I love to hear it, man.
Mo, you were talking all that shit on Twitter to me today. You didn't show up to the spaces to talk. I'll remember that.
We don't forget.
He's probably a little bit behind right now because he's catching up with the Manny hashtag. But I tried to Google how to alert when he subtweets me because he'll just tweet Rex and not at me at it.
Hey, man, you know you can count on.
He's our man, so that's why you can do it. But I just need to make sure I can't miss every one of them. Second play of the day, we're going with the total. This one is high. If you cashed in and tapped in with us on Paid for Play on Saturday, UNC, we're going back to their total again, over 156. Our main man Ozzy was also in the spaces earlier. He's rocking with Syracuse on the points. I kind of like that angle as well. If you had to make me pick a side in it here, because I think we're going to see a track meet. North Carolina, they're going to shoot probably 33s tonight, but they'll be able to get going on the inside because the film has been out lately on Syracuse where teams have been putting 80 up on them, no issues. Once you get it to in the middle of the Baycott, I expect him to eat by the rim, make the threes that much easier. And I expect Syracuse to have success because North Carolina, they're not really investing on defense. They want to run, they want to move, so Syracuse will have a lot of threes up. Still, my angle is I like when the 2-point defense is weaker and they can rock it on the inside. That advantage is still there. Over 156, it's high, but don't be scared.
Love it, man. You already know I'm just taking notes with the college ball. That's where the money is.
All right, let's see how you like Baylor versus Texas. Probably the game of the night here, and I really just don't want any. San Diego State versus Wyoming's your only other option.
Yeah, I think it's just hard for me to bet on this game, man. Texas has disappointed me a couple of times when I've rolled with them. I actually traded them on Sunday and it worked, or Saturday it worked out. Even though they won the game, they didn't cover. I just think both these teams, you just don't really know what to expect. Baylor plays good sometimes, and then they don't play well the next
I
night.
think this Baylor not playing good sometimes is a little bit too bad of a narrative, and I'm not a Baylor stan, but I might have to get up on this Baylor tree just because they lost at Tech, they lost at Kansas, and they had 2 bad losses in early January at home for Texas Tech versus Oklahoma State. That's their only losses this year, and at Alabama.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
listen,
just saying.
the demise of Baylor basketball has been exaggerated, but they have not performed well. And that comes when you're the defending champions and you have a standard that's different now. It's not like years past. You're expecting a level of dominance. I mean, nobody was complaining about Baylor fucking sucking when Kentucky was winning the Big 12 for 15 consecutive seasons. Right?
Kansas.
Kansas, I'm sorry. Kansas, right. They just ran through the Big 12 every year, and it would just be like, who the fuck was playing for second? I think
Yeah, I
that
mean, the past 3 years, I guess I agree to that. The bar's been elevated, but still, if they end the season, they have 3 more games left. This is their toughest one. They have at Iowa State. They finished 26-5. That's the
once
number one seed.
they're right there on the 1 seed line. Absolutely. I mean, it's going to come down to whether it's them or Kansas that wins the Big 12. And they still, if they, let's say they play each other in the final, I mean, they both have a legit shot at getting a 1 seed. I mean,
Especially
Kansas
if Duke doesn't win the ACC. But just to get back to this game, I just don't like fading Beard at home here. I do think Baylor probably comes out and wins, but it's the same reservation of this Texas offense does get very one-dimensional. We've seen them peak their last 2 games, and that was against TCU and West Virginia, where they've had one of their more offensive, their highest offensive efficiencies games since we saw their win at home against Kansas a little while back this month. So that's just kind of where I think Baylor's defense might have a little bit too much. The under just scares me because of foul time, because at a pick 'em here, it's like 135. I just think it's just a spot on game. Sit back and relax, watch it. Dougie, you're rocking with Baylor. Best of luck. Yeah, and then the other game of the night is San Diego State versus Wyoming. I just want nothing to do with it. I don't want to have to sweat that game because I still think Wyoming's fraudulent, but San Diego State should be laying a little bit more.
Agreed. I totally agree with that, with those sentiments. Short slate. I have nothing for college ball. I feel like I've kind of settled back in with the NBA. First night back was crazy, but I think the NBA is back rolling pretty good. I kind of want to stay away from college basketball myself. Went 2-1 on Saturday. Obviously, Bruce Pearl tricked off the sweep, but it is what it is. Yesterday in the NBA, we were rock solid, cashed out very well. Saturday, same case. Friday, same case. I got 4 plays in the NBA tonight that I really love. First game we're going to go to is Minnesota versus Cleveland. The game's at Cleveland. I'm going with one value play that I love, and tonight it's going to be Karl Anthony Towns 3+3 made at +210. I love the number, and I'm really not scared about the reason why I'm doing it is because he hasn't shot the ball really well in the first 2 games back from the All-Star break. And I think that hangover part situation has left his system, and I think we're gonna get a best shooting big man of all time type of game tonight from him. I also think that while Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley are good defenders, I like Karl Anthony Towns' ability to perform on the outside. Jarrett Allen, while being a very good defender, he's not great perimeter wise. And I think that they have a decisive advantage. Also, the lack of a point guard playing for Cleveland is going to be a bit of a detriment here. Defensively, I don't think their guards offer that much resistance without, the guys that they count on. Obviously, Rondo's hurt and Garland's not playing either. So I'm very much on. I'm sorry.
Damn, I should have waited because I knew that was going to throw you off. Yeah, that's why you saw that 2-point line move as well in this here.
Absolutely. And then, it comes down to Yeah,
Plus
I'm rolling.
152.
I'm rolling with the T Wolves tonight too, but I'm not giving them out as a winner. I like their team total. So my two plays in this game are Minnesota's team total over 110.5, and that's at -110, and Karl Anthony Towns over 3+ threes made at +210. Those are two plays I love in this particular matchup. I think that it's easy, 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 easy money. Um,
And
the
then road
third,
games so far this season for the T Wolves, 24-7 to the over. They like it after allowing 130 points or more. Their totals are 6-0 this season. So this is just kind of where it's a nice little spot to buy in, especially without the extra guard presence there. It's a nice little roll.
something nice about D'Lo. There you go. There it is.
All right, you want to talk the magicians at the Pacers going to the magicians? Well,
Yeah,
to pick them,
I
a pick them
promised
really? The Pacers really?
I pro- I promised everyone that like I would personally suit up for the Pacers tonight after Halliburton, didn't get the 10 assists to get us a double double. So I'm going to be putting on, I'm going to be putting on a Pacers uniform, and I'll be catching and shooting from Tyrese Halliburton tonight just to make sure that we get the 10 assists tonight. Like yeah, I got you, no problem. That's what I'm on. I don't
So
really talk about this game, to be honest, because both these teams stink. This is like the fucking lottery
no,
Olympics.
I got this one here. I got it for you, Sosa.
Let's go. All right. All right.
Orlando is 100% losing tonight, so you can definitely put your money on Pacers money line -110 even. The plus, wait, what is it? I got it at I got the +1 at -110 on this book. So that's what I'll rock with. Because what did you mention what Olynyk did last night? That just fucking killed Detroit's lottery chances that much more. What is Orlando going to do tonight? That Detroit just got a terrible win that they didn't need for those chances. Orlando's like, all right, the Magicians, we're just going to take another L because it's what we do. So the Pacers, money line, +1, -110, whatever, which way you want to go about it.
Can you imagine getting iced by Kelly Olynyk at the buzzer?
With the Carmelo fadeaway, too?
Bro, that was a hate crime. That was fucked up, man. And to end Black History Month like that.
They're still today.
Yeah, but you're right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Maybe Vucevic or something gets banged on tonight, like he gets dunked on by somebody. That would be poetic justice for sure. Which brings me to
so
the
yeah,
next
that's
game.
why I just wanted to get to that game because I needed to give out my play because I'm rocking with the Pacers. Sure, there's not many players, but they're 7-3 in back-to-back games ATS so far as well. Sure, not many are usually listed at the pick'em, but it is what it is.
And I'm going to the play that's made us money 5 times thus far this season. If you haven't played it, you're a dummy. It is the over in the Miami Heat game. The number is at 222.5. I also believe it's mispriced. They're playing a Chicago team who has had 230 plus as the number like 9 times in the last like 15. Miami's not that great defensively. We keep talking about the whole Heat culture thing. That's the reason why they're getting a lot of love. They're getting love defensively off of reputation. And if you actually been looking at the games, the games go over. Miami plays games that go over. That's just what they do. I think the number is low. I think at 222.5, it's easy money. Whether one of these teams going to score 130 points, I don't know which one it'll be, but one of them will score 130, if not both. So that's where I'm at with it. Over 222.5, -110. That's the third play. Do you have you just on that one for the NBA, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got my other questions and leans for you like usual, but yeah, that's my one official. I usually don't get it out as early, but I couldn't hold back because I love fading the Magicians.
Okay, fair enough. And then tonight I am going with a player performance double. And this is another call your shot sort of situation. Desmond Bain hasn't been performing particularly great. But I like him tonight to get me 20 points and a win at +140. Well, right now it's at +142. Desmond Bain 20 plus and a win. I think that DeJounte is going to have his hands full tonight with one John Morant, and I do believe that the Memphis wins the game, but I do love Desmond Bain tonight in particular. Brogdon being out, I think you got to run it back with Halliburton's assist. I mean, he should have got his tan last night, man. He should have got his tan, but it is what it is. He still cashed us out. 7.5 was the opening number. We actually got it at 8.5 in the Diamond Club at plus money. Spreadsheet pending. Other than that, man, I think that that's about the best value I can have, to be totally honest with you, in regards to tonight. Not particularly loving the slate. It's not that large of a slate. I think tomorrow there's a lot more opportunity. I mean, you have two teams that score a bunch of points in the Hornets and Bucks. The Hornets were on a back-to-back coming off that ugly loss last night. Not really sure what the energy level they're going to have in the first half would be. I have a strong lean towards Milwaukee first half, and a little birdie on the internet from Pittsburgh told me that they like Milwaukee minus 3.5 first quarter. So do with that information what you will.
How about I was about to say, I got one thought on a game last night that I forgot to get into.
What was that?
How about the Pels, man? We talked about this 2 weeks back where I said the Pels were going to catch the Lakers in the standings.
Absolutely. And
big game for it last night.
We tuned into Daily Bread yesterday. I think we said that CJ was going to hit 4 threes.
They put the team on the back there.
I believe the fourth quarter started when they were up 25, and he only had 2. And what did he do in the fourth quarter? He hit 2 more threes. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so my Pels, they're my adopted team from the West right now. Keep making me look good. I love the moves that we did. Sosa has been high on them since. He's been targeting that CJ, and if we go back and find that video, we'll have to clip it. But that was like the biggest trade deadline winner that we had.
That right there is analysis. What do you say? Losing the first quarter by an average of almost 9 points in their last 11 back-to-back games. Playing a Milwaukee team coming off a L1 to fucking Brooklyn. Best of luck to that
you already know Jammer from Sunday Morning Quarterbacks. We bring him on each week for our NFL content because he knows his Steelers as well. So definitely be following him on Twitter if you're already not.
Yes, sir. And
like we said, live tonight at 9:00, the Atlantic Sun and the Sun Belt on Paid for Play at Twitter. We'll be dropping out the lines for the conference winner and the brackets so that you guys can have it up, or so you know what we're talking about, because we're going to give you your long shots that you could potentially target. Who is the easiest and the worst path in the bracket? And these are just the first 2. We're going to do 10 more, the Ohio Valley, the West Coast Conference, the A-10, the Big Ten, the SEC, all the big ones there. Me, Spin, Sosa's going to join for a few. Steven will bring in Goose for a few as well. Sam Murphy's coming for a few as well. So you already know we're bringing in the cast. If that's one of your conferences, hit us up in the DMs. We'll love to get you on there and share your thoughts. Free money. We'll be dropping out the Google form later. You just got to pick the 8 conference winners of the Power 8. That's what I like to call it. So if you pick those correctly, whoever gets the most right, $100, and then be looking out for the Bracket Madness Challenge, whatever the hell it is, through ESPN. More than $100 giveaway from Daily Bread. Anything else you want to talk about before we wrap up? I just wanted to make sure the people heard that just tune in for the NBA talk and hate on college basketball.
I actually wanted to share something real quick. And this actually right here is this is for the conglomerate of grown-ass men between the ages of 25 and 33 that think LeBron James is their fucking dad. Go get a fucking role model. Read a book, you fucking losers.
Shout out to Scott. One of my Fordham plays, shop around. I mean, I locked it in this morning.
You're not mad at me.
FanDuel has it at minus 115 on the money line. Much better price than my -2 at minus 110. So
you're not mad at me. You're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad. You're not mad at me. You're mad at your dad. You're mad at your dad.
All right,
Go
and
see
we're done.
a therapist.